I'm HIV positive, right? And this is just a PSA to those that are not HIV positive. Disclosure is my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before I kiss somebody. This is the craziest one. Before I even tell them my name. It's not happening. I don't think that it's my responsibility to tell someone that I'm HIV positive if they are treating me as if I'm not. Your health is your responsibility. Adopt the mindset of medical practitioners. Assume that everyone has something until they prove to you that they do not. Why are you kissing a stranger or trying to kiss a stranger that you just met? Why are you trying to have intercourse with someone raw that you just met? You don't know me from a hole in a wall. Why are you trying to put your thing inside of me without any kind of protection? Why do I have to be the one to say, hey, chill out, I'm HIV positive, instead of you asking, taking the time to know me, get to know me, let's go get tested together if you want to take the next step? Why do I have to be the one protecting you from yourself? No, baby, that is not my responsibility. And I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, love you. Bye.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Few sisters. In this world that we live in, every day you come to realization how much enemies the Israelite man has. All right? And there's plenty of enemies. Not enough alliances, so to speak. You know, and shalom to the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And this is why you gotta, I did a show last week? Pretty much the scriptures from Genesis, the first 2-3 chapters, 4, on some keen life lessons. And one of the main life lesson for men in general, all right, for the Israelite man was what? To not trust your woman. Not to trust anybody. Examine every single situation. We come into realization, listen, the world hates us, brothers, all right? The world really, literally hates us. The things that you think sometimes is for you, it's truly against you. This world would, what's the word I'm looking for? They see you shining, but they want to distinguish your light. Now, is this particular woman had done anything to a particular brother? No. But this is the mindset that you have to be aware of when you out there. This is the mindset of somebody that does not give two rats ass about anybody, not even themselves, on a suicidal mission, and blame you at the end of the day if you get destroyed. So what we have to learn down here on this plane that we call the world is to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai at all costs. A lot of times, of course, things are easy said than done, because the Lord is going to push you. He's going to push you to a point where do you really trust him or not? But at the end of the day, we all have to submit to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and keep us from dragging bitches like this. Not even a dragon would do something like this to somebody. This bitch is pure evil incarnated. And her whole thing is your fault. All right. When Jacob's trouble comes about, a bitch like that, you're going to make it. The Lord has a special death for a bitch like that. And she ain't the only one. You done seen, heard plenty of these, women out there. Because I can't really totally blame it on on a quote-unquote black woman. However, she's always at the forefront because judgment must come first at the house of Israel. And the Lord is exposing these women at an all-time high. So be aware of these women at all costs. All right? They're not for your benefit. They're not for your health. Okay? They're here to destroy you. So brother had put it up. Sirach 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So all women do when they spread eagle and they let every Pookie Ray Rays that been in prison, all right, that did a bid just because he has this whole allure of him that he's bad, they just let him do raw dog, knowing that he came straight out of a bid, letting other bubbas smash him. He was probably a bitch. I'm just using an example. And she would let this particular evil son of a bitch smash her, raw dogging her, and she may get upset and go and pop a whole bunch of other people. But it's not the fact that her action is doing it. It's because the person that did it to her. You know how stupid that sounds? But that's the mindset of the modern day woman. The term accountability, which is a woman's complete kryptonite, has shown how foolish and retarded women are, especially modern day women. All right? They try to use every excuse, and we always get hard on the women, which rightfully so. But in reality, for us men, we need to be more wiser. All right? And it's really the Israelite, man. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect. We need to use more wisdom in whom who personally you sleep with, and who you be around. The scripture says that we're holy, right? And you know what holy means? It means to separate. So our mindset is supposed to be separate from everything of this world. And we see time and time again, we can't be a part of it. When you're a part of this world, things like of that nature occurs. And this is why it says, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So if you want to be heavily protected from the Lord, don't do your best not to sin. All right? And the Lord will keep monsters like this away from you. Because that's a fucking monster. That's a demonic being on the planet Earth. Shit, even a demon who knows its purpose, who knows its function, is probably amazed at the wickedness of how men get down on earth. Think about that shit. Yeah, they push people to do things, but it's not the demons that's doing it. It's the actual people that's doing it. And why they doing it for? Because they're wicked. All right? They are wicked. Another scripture. And you gotta, once again, say the Wadi Haba Shemiyah Shai if you don't cross your path with anything like of that sort. And if you're in a relationship with a woman and it's rocky and something is not right and you can feel it, you sleeping with the enemy, like the scriptures say, and you find out she cheated on you, she did some, foul shit, leave the bitch. Leave her. Because all you doing is putting a patch on something that's about to break regardless. All right? Leave her. Don't catch feelings. Don't leave. That's what it says in the same chapter. I'm going to go back to that. Give her a bill of divorce if she does not go that way. We can't be weak towards the weaker flesh. This is what one of the main lessons of Genesis was about. Adam got weak, but that doesn't make Adam the weakest man in the world. No, he had to go through that experience for every man to learn. Okay, Yahweh Shai, who was Adam, he set the bar for everything, and he taught you everything that you need to know. Literally, the average person, or even the people out here that doesn't even be into the scriptures, would do things that the Bible would say, or would, certain things people won't even violate it because it's within you. You see it every day, right? Because this is a book of lessons, instructions and lessons. It's up to you as a person to learn, to see if you can learn from it. But only we're going to learn from it is what? The elect. Proverbs 9:14. For she that sitteth at the door of a house on a seat in the high place, is talking about a woman, a clamorous woman. And you see how this woman is spilling her guts, right? I guarantee you that there's a and I won't even say even in the dark web. There's a group of there's a whole bunch of these people out there, more of them than of the righteous, that's gotten together and deliberately wants to destroy other people's lives because their lives are miserable. That's no lie. And it says to call passengers who go right on their ways. So she entices many people, right? Who is simple, let him turn in hither. And the term simp really means simple, right? You have no barrier. You can't discern life and death. You see a pretty face. Well, I was about to say a fat ass, but a lot of these asses are just fake. But back in the days, it was a pretty face and a fat ass, and people just lose their mind. But you have to know that person that has that pretty face and the fat ass. And a lot of times, I would say 90-something% of men that got with those women and they were loyal for a couple of years, at the end of their life together, she ain't there no more, because this world right now is pure wicked, man. It's purely wicked. And it says, as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith unto him, stolen waters are sweet. What I mean by stolen waters is talking about adultery. All right. There's what's that stamp? What's that? I don't think it's Jude Lange, but a reggae singer, Still in Love on his side, which is a big thing for the West Indians. It's an old song. It's dope. It sounds dope when you don't understand it, but when you really analyze what she's saying, it's talking about committing adultery. Adultery, and that's part of black culture. That's part of the world culture. All right, and it says, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant, but he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. Because a lot of these women, pretty face, fat asses, sob stories, and all this other stuff, they always a victim of some sort of shit. A lot of them cause that on themselves, and they all immerse themselves in equal to death. All right, all equal into death right now. And what that woman just displayed, she don't give two shits about anybody that's in her path. Stay the fuck away from the black woman. That is absolutely true. But be very, very, very cautious of who you be around. And we got to treat ourselves as our circle, as you got to treat, as a man, an Israelite man, you got to treat yourself like what the scripture says. Not treat yourself, but think in the mindset of what the scripture says. Isaiah 13 and 12. And I will make a man more precious than the fine gold, I will make the man more precious than the fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. When you go to precious, which is always common, you always like to bring this out because it's true. is your core, to esteem, be prized, be valuable. So if you out there swinging your, you know what, to every Tom, Dick, and not Tom, Salakia, but every bitch out there, you going raw dog. You're not being valuable. You just being, whatever. The scripture says that we are the temple of the Most High, right? So we gotta be cautious. You don't let anything in your temple. You don't let nobody around your circle. They gotta prove themselves. They gotta be in the right mindset. They gotta be cleansed. They gotta be clean. Clean things with clean things. How about that? It says, be precious, be costly, be appraised. So we want to be in that mindset. We want to be those men, right? Because that's the ones that the Lord is dealing with. And that's the one that he's going to lift up higher as times go by. There was a parody of a woman. She did something on Tampa talking about the dating scene and how women looking for a man that had a raffle, AC, a house, things of that nature. And it wasn't about taking them out to not taking them to the Cheesecake Factory and all this other shit. When the clear and pleasant danger comes about, the mindset of people changes. However, the mindset for us has to change now. And we just, like I said, we can't just, if they ain't right, you have to examine them. We got to judge every person accordingly. It's a slow process, but it's what the Lord wants, man. We are judges, right? The scripture says we are judges. The Israelite man, right? The Lord is raising up the Israelite man. And he's not raising up the Israelite woman to lead the nation. He's raising up the Israelite man to lead the nation. So we got to use extra precaution at all costs. And remember what the scripture says. Micah 7:5 says, trust ye not in a friend, but put your confidence not in the guide. So you're not supposed to trust in a friend. Once again, you're supposed to trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Examine the person to the umpteenth power, to your best of ability, and pray to the Lord that he gives you that you have a decisive executive judgment, that you understand that judgment. Because this is a life and death situation now. Well, not now. It's always been, because we in enemy territory. Everything is turning against us. And it says, put ye not in the confidence in the guide. And yeah, don't follow your leaders blindly. Trust in the Lord. It says, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. Lesson number 1. Don't keep small talk small. All right. And you want to know why, when you look at those old pictures, those black and white pictures of men, always had a serious, stoic face back then. Oh, why didn't they smile and blah, blah, blah? Because it was hard times. Now, these soft times, these are the things that happen. And with all this women lib shit, these women don't have the best interest of a man or to build up a family. It's all about them. So we are in enemy territory. We're surrounded by enemies. I'm gonna jump down. Verse 10. She that is my enemy shall see it. So she is our enemy. Only an enemy would say or do something like that. Shit, I don't even think an enemy would do that. To be quite honest with you. It's like, it doesn't matter. You should ask this, that, the third. She's right. You should ask all the fucking questions in the world. And make every last one of them feel very uncomfortable. But guess what? Even if you ask a million questions, they're still gonna lie. A little lie. They'll lie about the most littlest thing. So you have to use decisive judgment. And it says, and shame shall cover her. And the problem is right now, there's no shame for the women today. They feel no shame. All right, they don't feel nothing at all. So, guess what? Shame's gonna cover her soon when all hell breaks loose. When there's bodies floating down the streets, she's gonna be ashamed of that day. All right? And it says, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden as the mire of the streets, like the piece of shits that they are out there. The Lord's gonna allow us to utterly destroy them. All right, that's some vile, wicked, evil shit. That's some monstrous shit. Once again, we are surrounded by our enemies, man. I don't know how much more I can say that. Us blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans whose mindset is correct in the sight of the Lord, you know, we are surrounded by our enemies. And just like our enemies, just like any man's enemies, you need to be protected. This is why, hey, hold on. Is it Psalms? Get this real quick. Psalms 37, I'm thinking of. It says, Psalms 37. I could go there. 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. In the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of the lambs, and it shall be consumed, and the smoke shall they consume away. It says, the wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giving. And that's what we're going to receive. When all hell breaks loose, we're going to receive the mercies that we so desire. And all those that have fault us or harm us or try to destroy us will be destroyed. And it says, let me see. Hold on. Oh, let me get that one instead. That was a good one. Psalms 91. Let me see which. Now, this is ultimately talking about the times to come. But once again, you have to understand and realize the time that's to come is not something that's just going to happen overnight. You have to be built. You have to be built. Verse 11, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. So the Lord is going to protect his people. And he's going to make sure that to know who the hell to stay away from. Once again, we're surrounded by our enemies, man. And they don't want nothing but to destroy us as they're going back to the Father. But what they fail to understand, they might not get their wish the way they want to. They will be destroyed, but in an unceremonial way. There's a lot of people out here that wants to commit suicide. Right? That's why you have men that try to transform themselves to women, and don't tell anybody anything. And once again, they will say the same shit that this bitch saying. That's the same spirit, man. That's a vile, wicked, evil spirit. And it's going to be smoked out. It's going to be destroyed. And for the elect, the Lord is going to have charge over us. Lone one is part of the elect. To keep us away from the snares of these demons. All right, from the enemy. Matter of fact, that's why we have to stay focused on Yahweh Shai. Oh, but it says, Sirach 12:10, it says, matter of fact, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So one of the main rules of life know who the hell your enemies are. And right now, it's more of them than that's aligned to you. That's why we all have to trust in the Lord. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.